What's obvious that God is talking about in Matthew chapter 6 is live for me. Don't live for the show. If you can't give without posting it, baby, keep that. God says, when you're going to help somebody, when you're going to bless someone, let that be for me. Give your gifts in private. If you got to tell somebody, yeah, because I helped her, you should have kept that because you just unhelped yourself. Because you thought you had to tell somebody. You had to do it for the show. God doesn't want it. That's not worship. Because do you know your giving is worship? You're helping God's children. That's worship. But when you do it for the show, it's not. It's for admiration for other people. Does that make sense? Now he goes on and starts talking about praying and fasting. Again, these are things we do for God, not for the show. And I know this really kind of goes against our current culture. Because, we're in a culture now where if we go out to eat, we got to show you our plate. If we shopping, we want to show you on social media. We want to show you the clothes we're looking at, or what we just bought, or I'm about to go out. Should I wear this dress or this dress? We want to show you what we got. We want to take pictures in front of our vehicles. We want to show you what we're doing. Some people, they helping tons of people on the street, but they not helping them if they not showing you. They got to get the social media rolling and show you what they doing. It's become our culture. And so as believers, we got to do an extra check to make sure I'm doing this for God. And God says you ought to do some things in private between you and me. Just between you and me. I'm in Matthew 6, chapter 6. I'm in Matthew 6, verse 6 now. And God says, when you pray, go away by yourself, shut the door behind you, pray to your Father in private, and then your Father will reward you. Because he had said, the hypocrites, they love to pray publicly. Ain't even got no prayer life if it's not somebody listening. The show. And he's saying, enjoy all of that. Because you needed the show, God said, I'm not even responding because you needed the show. But when you have a prayer life, now that I know sometimes you're going to end up praying in public, in church, in praying for other people, but there should be a prayer life. So I always encourage people to get a journal. Journal your prayers there. There should be a prayer life just between you and God. And then look what he said, verse 7. When you pray, don't be going on and on and on. It don't take no hour. It don't take all of that to pray. And then he begins to teach you how to pray. Because he says, don't forget this in verse 8. Your Father knows exactly what you need, even before you ask him. There's no part of your life in which God isn't aware. He wants to know that you put him first. He wants to know that your faith is in him. He wants to know that you know that the answer and the solution is in God. So he knows the situation. He trying to see if you remember that all you have to do is come to him. And so this is where he teaches, if you grew up in church or went to Sunday school or anything like that as a kid, this is when he starts teaching the Our Father who art in heaven prayer. And I'm reading from the New Living Translation this morning. So, Our Father in heaven. King James would say, hallowed be thy name. And what he's doing is adoring God here. And he says, may your name be kept holy. Because we have to remember to keep God holy. Keep God up there. I told you when I was a young Christian, baby JC, I just was disrespected. Like, this my dude, and he is your dude, but he is to be always respected. And I get that now in my maturity, but if I'm thinking about it, my mom was always that type of mom. Very friendly, very down to earth. The conversations me and my mom had, oh my goodness. Like, my mom was one of those moms. She said her mom was shy when she was growing up, and my mom was a very blunt individual. So nothing was off limits in conversation. Okay? Money, how you like a guy, her teaching you about sex, how to handle yourself. Nothing was off limits with how my mom talked, because she was like, you're not going to be around here saying you didn't know. You're not going to be one of these little girls that got pregnant because you didn't know. She done told you every single thing, I assure you. But as I got older, what she made very clear is that I'm not your friend. I'm better than your friend. I'm your mom. And what she was saying is, we can still talk about all things, but don't get so comfortable that you get disrespectful. Don't get so comfortable that you get disrespectful. That's what verse 9 is saying. Our Father in heaven, may your name be kept holy. May your name be kept holy.